What's up, everybody? Brian here, Castle Hives. I am back in the apiary, and it's been just a crazy couple weeks. Now, I went through recently and pulled off my honey supers, and I got about two and a half boxes that I need to extract. I'll get that done. You guys have watched so many extracting videos. What's the sense on showing you honey frames spinning around and honey dripping down into a wonderful bucket and me eating that wonderful honey? I just don't want to do that. But what I'm going to do is explain what I found in the apiary. And before I get to that, I do want to say this is Monday, October 13th at 11:02 a.m. An email came through and it said biopsy results for my wife, and it said her lymph node was benign. No spread of the melanoma to the lymph nodes. So there's a follow-up appointment, but basically what that means, it probably was just contained in that area. And I just have to say thank you to everybody out there that sent prayers and was thinking about my wife. Really helps out. So just to see the look on her face when she read that email, she come upstairs because I was working and she was like, "Did you see the results?" And just, it's just like a relief just hit. So thank you for that. Now for the colonies here, basically when I went through them, there is a deep and a medium configuration in my setup. And the medium that was on, they are practically just filled out. They are very, very heavy. So all that I'm going to do right now, I don't really want to feed them because I don't want them to backfill the little brood nest and just totally plug up the queen right now. So I'm holding off on feeding them. There's weight on them. So my plan is to go through and get the mites under control. I'm doing some OAV treatments. So I'm going to go through and get that done, and then we're going to discuss moving forward my plan. So let me get my jacket, let me get my vaporizer, let's go through here, let's do some OAV, and let's continue this yard growing and expanding. Right, I've got my Lorob instant vape. I love this thing here. It is a fantastic device. Now I will add, the girls are a little testy right now. It's just, they have been, since we hit this dearth, they've been at my face a little bit. It's just, I expect that. It's okay. I mean, I'm building this year. Moving forward, I'm going to get a little bit more specific with my genetics. This year was all about colonies, build up these colonies, and that's what I'm doing. Now, I will add this. When you're doing this, do not do as I do right now. Use protection. But what I'm going to do is put that there, hit my plunger, and walk back. I'm stepping back, and I'm going to let that vapor go into that colony. This model here, it takes about a minute for a treatment. If you all are curious about the new one, there's an Instant Vape Turbo. That unit, it will treat, I think it's like 15 or 20 seconds. It's way fast, crazy fast. So kudos to Rob, the entire Lorob team there. But like I was saying, all of my colonies, this resource hive, there's weight in there, all of them down other than this colony right here. This colony, well, I don't know where my hive tool is. There we go. We can see it. It is only covering a couple frames. So what I'm going to end up doing with this colony is they're going to get shifted into this smaller Apimaye, condense them down. They won't have to really work as hard for that heat because this is an insulated unit. I want to see if they'll survive. I may end up throwing it on a double screen board on top of one of my larger colonies just to see if that will protect it. But like I said, this colony here it's in pretty bad shape. There we go. One treatment down. Now while that's going, my plan here, I've got fabric here. I need to extend that up and build this row out. And then I have new black cloth that I want to put over this and cover my rows. So this year was expansion, I want to also get this set up, and then I'm going to expand down there. I've got a couple trees that I need to cut down so that I can expand this yard. Now, my thought also is this. I'm thinking 15 colonies probably will be where I land. 18 seems nice because I've got 9 in each row, but I might thin out 1 on each side, and we'll see. I think 15 will be a good number for what I want to do with the markets that I do and my honey crop that I have, that really my honey crop that I need. If I can get 700-800 pounds, 900 pounds of honey a season, that'd be more than enough. And with 15 colonies, you got a little bit of wiggle room. So that's probably next year where I'm going to be looking at. Another treatment done. Well, this last colony, the treatment is going in, and like I said, I'm basically going to continue through October and treat. Now, I checked the weight on a couple of the colonies, and I do need to get some buckets on. I have sugar at home, so I'm going to mix that up. In the fall here, you go to typically a heavier syrup. 2 part sugar, 1 part water. You want less moisture, more carbohydrates in the colonies. So that'll be my next move. Once I get this treatment on, I'm going to get some buckets of sugar syrup. I'll probably take the buckets home with me and just mix them all up. Get my Hive Alive syrup made. That Hive Alive solution I put in each one. That way they get the benefits of the Hive Alive. So hopefully I'll have some healthy colonies. They will be treated. Good population size in here. And we can see a lot of them are out flying. So that is the plan for October. Now, keep following. If you have not yet, hit that little like, hit the subscribe, do all that kind of stuff because it really helps out. I am just a small fry in a big sea, just trying to share my beekeeping journey. 2025 here, it was about growth. I started with 3 colonies. Now there's 18. So did some growth, and next year I'm going to set up a little bit of a nuke yard over there, do some splits. So it's going to get very fun, very interesting next year as well. Things are going to be wrapped up here, and I'll tell y'all, like I always say, until the next one.